And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of Monday Night Raw, live from Las Vegas. And we are welcoming the Japanese sensation, the worldwide sensation, the hardest hitting man in the business, the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, I gotta be honest, fans, I'm not sure what Shinsuke's doing out here or why he has requested this mic time, but I was informed over the break that this would be happening, so at least they filled me in on that. Again, I don't know why he's out here, what he's going to be saying, what he's going to be talking about, but it's always, my eyes are always glued, my ears are always open when this man's in front of me, that is for sure. This guy commands respect, this guy commands attention, all ears and all eyes are on the king of strong style. Let's hear what he has to say. What a hell of a night it's been here in Las Vegas, man. Whew. I'm kind of scared to see what this is about. It's alright, buddy. Oh! Nakamura! Oh, wait a minute! Jesus! Shinsuke Nakamura coming out here tonight. And again, you heard it from his own mouth saying his English isn't very good. All he said is that he wants to be the European champion too. So, of course, that's going to prompt the arrival of the current European champion, Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn, I don't know if it's just me, but he seems like he's kind of had a chip on his shoulder the last few weeks. And I guess he's got a good basis for his complaints, and you know, rightfully so. He was attacked at the end of his match with Rob Van Dam, where again, Zayn's aggressiveness level, I don't know what the hell was going on with him, but he's obviously put RVD out of action for quite some time now, and luckily he didn't paralyze the man. But after that match, he was attacked by Hideo Itami, and there you go. Now Sami Zayn realizing, oh, come on, man. Right, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yep. That's exactly what I was trying to say right there. Sami Zayn. Oh. So Sami Zayn is well aware of what he did to RVD last week, and he seems pretty happy about it. Oh, come on, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait a minute. And CM Punk intervening. Well, CM Punk is always in rare form, I'll tell you that. Okay. I think that's fair. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, CM Punk with some shots in there, but he is a man of action, and we are going to have ourselves a number one contenders match later tonight, and I cannot argue with these results. Ladies and gentlemen, stick with us. We'll be right back. And yes, we are back live from Las Vegas here on Raw, and we are welcoming the former tag team champion Alpha Elites, Jason Jordan and Roderick Strong, as we are getting set for what could be an enormous match here tonight. Big 8-man tag team match here. It's going to be 2 teams of 4. That's right, you got 4 on 4 here. And the teams of 4 are going to be consisting of 2 tag teams each. So here you see the Alpha Elites stepping in the ring. So they're going to be teaming up tonight, and I can't believe I'm saying this. The Alpha Elites tonight will be teaming up with, and there you go, right on cue. Ladies, there's a lot of chaos here on Monday Night Raw, but you know what? Sometimes we get shit right, and that was right on cue. But anyway, TM61, the Devils themselves, who have aligned with Dolph Ziggler and Adam Cole. TM61 with the new attitude change, and it seems to be boding well. I mean, it seems to be doing good for them. So to each his own, but tonight they're going to have to put aside that demeanor and work together with Jason Jordan and Roderick Strong, because the winning team tonight, the 4 men who come out of this thing victorious tonight, will go head-to-head against each other next week here on Monday Night Raw in a tag team match to determine who will become the new number 1 contenders to the Raw Tag Team Championships, currently being held. And again, I can't believe I'm saying it. Currently, those Tag Team Championships are held by Kurt Hawkins and Tony Nese, New York's finest. And as we speak about changes and everything changing here on Raw, and I think it's all for the better, here comes another huge change to the tag team division. And you talk about a renaissance that this tag team division has gone through in the last few weeks. The Usos add an entirely different dynamic to the division of the Raw tag teams on Monday Night Raw. Raw, 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 shish, boom, bah. But the Usos, like I said, hey, I've had too many. But I mean, you talk about a team that needs to be taken seriously, a team that these guys could just walk in here tomorrow and win those tag team championships pretty much at will, anytime they want them. So tonight, they get the chance to earn that shot, as they're going to be teaming up with another team. Obviously, a lot of teams here. And you can hear it. And here we go. And with that music and these lights flickering like this, I think it's time to put your serious face on. Hell has arrived. And now, if you're not familiar, these two are under the tutelage of Mr. Paul Heyman himself, Mr. Extreme, the god of extreme wrestling, is tutoring these guys himself. He has taken these guys under his wing. He sees so much potential in these two. Paul Heyman has stated that he believes these are the most underrated, underused guys on the entire WWE roster. These guys should be kicking ass and taking names. And Paul Heyman is here to shift their focus towards exactly that goal. And eventually, the tag team championships will come. But for now, these two men just want to inflict pain. But keep in mind, they're going to be teaming up with the Usos, so anything can happen here. And here we go. Roderick Strong is going to be starting off with one of the Uso brothers here. It looks like Jay, and he's getting his ass pounded into a corner right now. As Roderick Strong comes out swinging, and he's got Uso up already, and he powerbombs him into a corner. We've seen that move utilized by the great Seth Rollins, but Roderick Strong taking a page, and right there, a running Shining Wizard Enziguri combo. And already, Jey Uso not faring too well for his team. And you got to figure, you're in there getting your ass whooped. I mean, there's got to be a little bit of fear as we see a tag from Roderick Strong to Nick Miller there, and that's awkward in itself. But you got to figure, you're in the ring and you're down. You got to be worried not only about disappointing your tag team partner, but the other tag team on that side of the ring, you know? Like 3 guys instead of just 1 you're letting down. So nobody wants to be the guy to lose this match. And here we see an old school move in itself, the Rikishi driver. That's Daddy's favorite move right there, made famous by Rikishi, the father of the Usos. And Nick Miller finds himself in trouble, but he's able to recuperate and get back in control with a nice snap suplex there. Again, it's this match itself brings an interesting dynamic to the Raw tag team division. As you can see, the Alpha Elites having to team up with TM61, and if you didn't see last week's match those two had, oh my God, it was a 5-star classic as Nick Miller with a bridging Northern Lights wrist clutch suplex there, but Oos was able to get his foot on the ropes, and he's in no man's land over there. Jimmy's got to get out of that corner as he's surrounded by 3 There you go. And Jimmy, there you go. Jimmy whips Nick Miller into his corner. And now, just like that, Nick Miller finds himself in some very extreme danger. There's a double super kick. I did almost say Sweet Chin Music, and but anyway, Nick Miller able to roll out of harm's way there, and I'm not sure what he was going for. But Jay able to capitalize, and again, you saw Roderick Strong start the match, and he decided to tag in Nick Miller of the other team, whereas Jay Uso started the match for his side, and he went and tagged his brother. His brother got in there for a little bit and tagged him back in. So we haven't seen either one of the Ascension members join this match yet, and there's a lot of strategy involved here. I mean, you're used to working with your guy. You're used to tag team matches and watching your back, and there you see Nick Miller and Jason Jordan. And again, every time I see it, it's a little awkward, but it seems to be working out as the Alpha Elites and TM61 are able to just maintain control and hitting a barrage of Northern Lights variations here. And again, like I say, Jay Uso and Jimmy Uso seem to be tagging each other and not really bringing in any of the Ascension here, but I don't think it's faring too well, as you see a perfectly executed belly-to-belly there from one of the best in the biz, Jason Jordan. And again, the tag is made to Jimmy Uso, and we still have yet to see Connor or Victor enter this match. But Jimmy Uso right now, he's got all the momentum on his side. And Jason Jordan follows it up with a flying clothesline of his own, puts Jimmy on his ass. And again, Jimmy and Jay Uso have already worn some bruises here tonight. They may want to think about tagging in Connor or Victor here. But I don't know if Jason Jordan's going to allow Jimmy that chance, as he's got him down in a lot of trouble here. And when Jason Jordan is in control, I believe he is as good as anybody in the business. I mean, this guy is a suplex machine, and he does it to absolute perfection. But you see Jimmy, fully capable in his own right. He slips out of a body slam there, and Jason Jordan does the same thing, follows it up with a neck breaker, and that's the difference right there. Jason Jordan is fired up. And keep in mind, the winning team of this match, I know I said it before, but in case you're just joining us, the winning four-man team will be taking on each other next week. And there you see beautiful vintage Jason Jordan with that shoulder charge in the corner, followed up with a belly-to-belly. And he is out there enjoying the Las Vegas lights right now as he hits the All-American Slam. And that could be it, Jason Jordan. But Brother Jay able to come in here, and I feel like this is a 4-on-2, as again Connor and Victor made absolutely no attempt to come in and break that up. And Jay's in there still whooping ass as he's able to put Shane Thorne down before any more damage could be done to Jimmy Uso. And somehow the ref maintains control. Turns this back into a little bit of a one-on-one here. One-on-one situation, I should say. And Shane Thorne fighting now, and Jimmy just doing everything he can to try to get over to his corner. But Shane Thorne is on tonight, and we are seeing an amazing back and forth here. Shane Thorne with yet another block and follows it up with a shot to the gut. And a Hurricane Rana, beautifully done by Shane Thorne. Jimmy Uso has got to get that tag. I'm not sure what Shane's doing now. He's just running around the ring like a wild man. He picks Jimmy up, and he puts him down in that last ride sit-out powerbomb. Jimmy Uso is in a world of trouble, as he's going to have some time to dream about it here. Shane Thorne goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Oh! Oh my God! A rabbit's dick hair. That's how close that was right there. Jimmy able to somehow roll that shoulder off the mat. And I mean right at the count of 3, as you see Roderick Strong coming in here with all the confidence in the world. And why not? But Jimmy, he just seemed to piss him off right there, as he lights a fire under Jimmy Uso, and Uso hits that double, but Roderick Strong able to float over, and he hits a double arm suplex of his own. And no matter what the Usos do here, Roderick follows into a pin, but finally we see the Ascension getting involved in this match. And through no fault of their own, they've been on the sidelines the entire time as Roderick slams Jimmy Uso face first. What a powerful move that is. Jason Jordan and TM61 looking on in delight as Roderick Strong may be looking for that end of Heartache. And I believe that's exactly what we're going to see. And bang, right there it is, a knees to the back. End of Heartache may be the beginning of the end for Jimmy Uso. As Roderick drags him to the corner there. 1, 2, and that. Oh my God! The absolute resiliency on display of Jimmy Uso as he kicks out of yet another finishing move there. Point being, the Usos have taken some damage here tonight. And I believe in order to win this match, they are going to have to bring in the big heavy hitters, the Ascension. They're trying to do it all on their own here tonight, but I believe they're just taking the Alpha Elites and TM61 a little too lightly. And look at this. TM61 and the Alpha Elites, they have a counter for everything that the Usos are throwing out here tonight. And again, I think it's a mistake as we see that trademark spine buster by Nick Miller planting Jimmy Uso down. 1, 2, and that damage may be done, and that's, oh, Jimmy, you gotta be kidding me right now. Jimmy Uso with the heart of a lion. He will not die. As he's whipped into that corner one more time. If he can, I feel like if he can just get a tag, if he can crawl his ass over there and just get a tag to Connor or Victor, they may still have a chance, but he is in Thunder Valley right now, and nobody comes out of there alive. As we see Shane Thorne with a cover. 1, 2, and that is gonna be it. Jimmy Uso can't kick out of it all. What a match. Shane Thorne and TM61 win the match for their team, which means that TM61 will be taking on the Alpha Elites here next week to determine the new #1 contenders to the Raw Tag Team Championships. And again, I feel like the Usos, they came in here and I think they underestimated everybody on the other side of the ring and felt like they didn't need the Ascension. They could do it on their own, but that was not the case. As you can see, these 4 men are not to be taken lightly. They are solidified, bona fide tag teams. And I mean, put them up against anybody in the business. Put them up against the Bullet Club. Put them up against the Wyatts. Put them up against anybody. I think these are the top 2 teams on Monday Night Raw, and you're looking at them right here. No discredit to New York's finest, but now wait a minute. And there you go. They couldn't let that OWN sit quietly. They had to unleash it, and they are making a statement. They are ready for the match next week. They are ready for the Tag Team Championships. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to shift gears here and take you to what happened down in NXT last week. And if you recall, the little altercation there with Cesaro and Cassius Ohno on Monday Night Raw, well, last Wednesday night, Cassius Ohno had a match down in NXT against No Way Jose, and you can see, in full control, able to hit him with that knockout elbow, and no wins for No Way tonight, as Cassius Ohno able to pick up the victory. But take a look at what happened after the match here. It's Cassius Ohno, once again you see the replay of that knockout elbow, one of the heaviest hitters in the game. But Cassius Ohno last week, if you remember, he had that confrontation with Cesaro, and he was asking Cesaro, let's get back together, let's get the band back together and become a team again. Cesaro responded by putting Cassius Ohno through a table. But again, you'll see what happened after this match as Cassius Ohno does pick up the victory. But here you go, and for whatever reason, the Street Profits, who we also saw on Monday Night Raw last week, now they are still contracted down in NXT, but for whatever reason, they came out here and they, oh my God, the brainbuster into that frog splash, and they proceeded to whoop Cassius Ohno's ass for whatever reason. But there was more to be told to this story. Take a look what happens next. as the Street Profits in the ring thinking the damage is done. They dominated Cassius Ohno. And again, loving every minute of it. But here you see, making his way out, and we slowed the video footage down there so you can see clearly, that is Cesaro. Cesaro coming to the aid of his former tag team partner, Cassius Ohno, and with a chair, Cesaro, right to the back of the head of Angelo Dawkins. While you saw Montez Ford's over in the corner, and Cesaro, Ford has no idea. Cesaro just locks him up. And he hits that neutralizer. And Cesaro, luckily, coming to the aid of Cassius Ohno. And again, I'm not sure what to make of this, but he checked on Ohno. Ohno seemed to be okay. Then we're going to fast forward a little bit here, and you see this could be a big handshake right here. And excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but again, that handshake, I mean, I don't know if that signifies anything, but I guess we'll have to see in the coming weeks if Cesaro and Ohno are going to be getting back together here. Well, what is this? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have cameras backstage now, and you can see Ember Moon. She's got her stuff. She's packed up and ready to leave. And Naomi, the women's champion, in her way. And no words being spoken there as Ember Moon just walks by. Wow. Well, anyway, up next we are going to have two of the hardest hitters going at it once again. The number one contendership for the European title is on the line. Come right back. And ladies and gentlemen, before we get into this match, we are going to hear from the freak himself, Lars Sullivan, regarding what happened last week. And my God, I mean, I'm not the size of Big E, but that is not the type of guy that I'd want to have pissed off at me right now. Lars Sullivan, one of the most dangerous, I mean, this guy can create so much pain. It's unbelievable. It's unfathomable, the strength that Lars Sullivan has. I mean, yeah, he looks like a big dude, but he is just capable of destroying anyone in his path, and I believe Big E may be biting off a little bit more than he can chew. I mean, it's, if you saw what happened last week, Big E, for some reason, interjected himself into the Gentleman's Club business when he interfered in the match between Aiden English and Apollo Crews, and came out here and he laid out Jack Gallagher on the ramp and put Lars Sullivan through a table, and again, you knew that wasn't going to go over well with Lars or the Gentleman's Club, and ultimately cost Aiden English the victory there. And again, I don't know what business Big E had out here. I don't know if we're going to really get those types of answers here tonight, as Big E is just off the map right now. He's in his own world. He's got a lot of personal things going on, and all I can do is just wish him the best and hope that he gets everything taken care of without much incident. But anyway, again, Lars Sullivan seems to not be too happy with the actions last week, and again, Big E, I think you just made an enemy right there, and that's all I got to say. But here we go, shift and focus one more time here. And here we go with Nakamura, Tommy, and it seems like, again, these two have been just finding ways to go at each other over the course of the last few weeks. It seems like every week that we're here, I mean, Itami and Nakamura and Itami, they're either friends, they're enemies, they're on the same side, they're against each other, but hey man, as long as these two guys are in the ring with each other at the same time, I'm a happy guy. These are two of the hardest strikers, and again, that's that Japanese background, obviously both men hailing from Japan, and big stars in New Japan World Wrestling, and or Pro Wrestling, I'm sorry, but again, either yet to find quite the success they did over there here in WWE, but I believe they're on their way. I really do. And I didn't see their paths colliding this early on, but here we are, you know. Somehow we've been brought to Nakamura and Itami, and they stand in each other's way once again here tonight. There's Nakamura making his grand entrance here in Vegas, and I am all about it. Itami patiently waiting as he will. And again, I believe when this bell rings, we could be in for some fireworks here. As we've seen previously when these two guys are in the ring, especially against each other. I mean, these two guys, they know that it's all out. You know, I feel like when a Japanese superstar is in the ring with an American or Canadian or whoever it might be, somebody that's not used to that strong style, maybe they kind of pull back a little bit. Maybe they kind of they use more wrestling maneuvers than strikes, but when you're in there against somebody else from the same background, that Japanese hard-hitting style, that strong style they like to call it, there's no punches being pulled. There are no kicks being pulled here tonight. This is an all-out, just going to be a more or less like a shoot match, I feel. These two guys, they're going to give it everything they have. And the prize is a shot at Sami Zayn and the European Championship down the line, as this is a number one contenders match for that European title. And again, both of these men hailing from Japan, obviously, but they feel like they can represent that title very well. And again, represent their home country, carrying that European Championship. Now, I know Japan is not in Europe. I'm not that fucking dumb. I'm just saying. And here we go already. And the ref rings the bell. And Nakamura goes for a handshake, but Itami goes for a clothesline, hits the ref, and already, I mean, if that's not just a perfect metaphor for what kind of night it's been here, we have a plan in effect and we try to follow it, but my God, adapt, improvise, overcome, and Itami is doing just that as he's grabbed a baseball bat and laying into Nakamura, but Nakamura feeling he's got to fight back, and here we go, the fight is on. How much has been taken out of Shinsuke so far? But these guys, they're already spilled to the outside. And again, Itami gets that one last strike in as the ref comes back to his feet here. And the ref, unaware of any of this going on, Itami whips Nakamura into the barricade, and he launches him in the snake eyes. And Itami able to do the damage here as we open the bell. Nakamura getting back to his feet, but Hideo off the ring. He misses. He overshot that. He overshot Nakamura, but he was able to recover and hit a nice back suplex on the outside. And again, we've spoken about it many times. That is a very, very thin pad out there. As bouncing Nakamura's face, and Itami has taken complete control, taking advantage of the environment around him, and that is smart fighter right there. As he throws Nakamura away, slides back in the ring, and here we go. Oh my God! Itami is fired up tonight, and he has got Las Vegas on their feet. Man, you want to go to a show, there's 105 of them here to choose from, but this is the one. This is where you want to be right here, Monday Night fucking Raw. And again, Itami sends Nakamura into that barricade. And this is not the match that I expected, folks. I got to be honest. I expected a little more traditional, a little more in the ring. And Itami, once again, maybe having too many drinks here tonight himself as he misses that double axe handle for a second time. But he said, that's it! He hits that GTS on Nakamura! And we're at a 9 count. Itami not done delivering the pain. He could have had the W right there. He decided to go out and break it up and throws Nakamura back in the ring, and here we go. He grabbed that baseball bat, but he thought better of it, just like Baron Corbin earlier tonight. And again, Itami wants that. He wants the real victory. He wants the 3. But Nakamura just given too much time there, able to recuperate and kick out at 1. But you can see the damage that's been done. And what a beautiful combination is Itami, quicker than lightning there, hitting from every side. Follows it up with that knee off of the second rope, and Nakamura, I know it's tough to say, but he's got to get going, and right there's a good start with that dragon screw counter. Take those legs out of Itami, and here we go. What is a triangle? Nakamura's got the triangle choke. That could put out anybody, but Itami's trying to fight out of it as he lifts him up. Oh, he got hung up on the ropes there. And both of these men now suffering a considerable amount of damage. And that is more or less what I expected. Did you see the quick lightning strikes there in the corner? Itami seems like he's taking it to another level here tonight. And again, Nakamura eats a drop kick to the face. And Itami goes for the cover. This could be it. Gets a 2, and Nakamura powers out. And this match will continue as Itami off the ropes with a head of steam and a nice kick to the back. But it looks like Nakamura was able to absorb that. And here we go. And he's going to float him over. And what is this? Oh, a nice capture suplex there. Dumping Itami on his head and shoulders. And Nakamura now feeling it. Hits a German suplex. And here we go. Nakamura with a clothesline and another one. And he follows it up with, oh, god damn, a kick to the face right there. He puts Itami's lights out. And Nakamura, just like that, has all the momentum as he flips Itami over. And here we go. We know what that usually signifies. And Nakamura, here we go, setting up the Kinshasa. Itami's out on his feet. And here we go. Oh, Itami with a brilliant counter. A brilliant drop toe hold counter to the Kinshasa. He's calling Nakamura to his feet, and here we go. A hard right hand. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Take a look at the hand. Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn with that wrapped up hand. He just knocked both of these guys out cold. Sami Zayn has put an end to this match to the dismay of the crowd. And to myself, I might say, I was enjoying that match. Damn it, Sami Zayn. Fuck you. Anyway, what becomes of the European Championship now is Sami Zayn lacks a #1 contender. And I'm sure that is exactly the way he drew this up. As you can see, relishing the spotlight. What a dick. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. Come on right back. Fuck. And ladies and gentlemen, as we return, business picks up. This man is responsible for some hospital bills. This man is responsible for pain. Samoa Joe, and you can see he's not dressed to compete. Samoa Joe coming out here whether anybody likes it or not. And again, I'm sure I do look forward to hearing what Samoa Joe has to say. I really am curious. I've been worried about it, wondering about it all week. What went down in that meeting with Joe and Punk as we went off the air? And again, hopefully Joe's going to clear the air. CM Punk was going to earlier tonight, but he was interrupted by the Monster Among Men, and that seems to be about the point we lost complete control here on Monday Night Raw. But again, here we go. Samoa Joe still seems a little irate, not happy with his spot. Oh, no, that's true. Over on SmackDown, he was the man. Oh well, I don't know about that. Oh, Samoa Joe. What? What is this? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Samoa Joe stating he is still not satisfied, but what is this? Oh my God! Is that Taz? In the vein of Extreme itself, we are greeted by the human suplex machine. Former WWE competitor, former SmackDown announcer Taz is joining the show here tonight. And again, you talk about fitting in the mold of that old school feel. This guy knows what it's like to be Extreme, and you can see the smile on Joe's face. This is interesting, folks. I've been waiting for this confrontation for years. The hair on my arms, I have goosebumps, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow. What is going on? Really? Oh my God! Oh, wow. And Taz. I agree with that. Wow. And Taz is now the manager of Samoa Joe, and he's got a match at Extreme Rules already against the former champion. Look at Taz getting to work. Oh my God! This just keeps getting better. Taz stating he spoke with CM Punk last week after the meeting with Joe. CM Punk has signed Taz to be Joe's manager, keep him under control, get him the matches he needs, get him the competition he wants. And Taz's first act as manager was to sign a match against Daniel Bryan, the former WWE champion himself. And my God, Extreme Rules is shaping up to be a must-see as these two come face to face. If you remember a few weeks ago, Samoa Joe had an attack on Daniel Bryan, and I'm sure that had something to do with how Taz was able to coax Bryan into this match. And Joe's saying we don't need to do this here tonight. We can do it at Extreme Rules, and that's fine, but my God, what a chain of events that has unfolded here tonight. And wait a minute! Taz! Holy shit! Taz has Daniel Bryan. Unbelievable. And he's choking him out. Daniel Bryan's tapping out. And Taz made Daniel Bryan tap out. My God. Taz, as old school as it gets right there. Take another look. Daniel Bryan was focused on Joe, and Taz grabs him from behind. Chokes him out. Making that move famous. Unbelievable. Taz and Samoa Joe now a force to be reckoned with here on Monday Night Raw. And again, I can't wait to see how this unfolds as Samoa Joe's made his way back to the ring. And look at this. Joe stalking his prey. And Joe, oh! And there it is! The Cohina clutch again! Applied! And Daniel Bryan's going to get choked out for a second time. Samoa Joe now looking right at Taz. Whatever you can do, I can do better, baby. And Daniel Bryan again finds himself tapping out. My God. What just happened here on Monday Night Raw? Samoa Joe sitting in the spotlight now. Boy, if he's not happy after this chain of events, I don't know what to tell you. New manager. You got a match signed against the former WWE champion at Extreme Rules. And look at this. Joe accepts the management, and we have ourselves what could be the most dangerous alliance on Monday Night Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to about wrap us up here from Vegas. My God, what a night. I'm going to go get my drink on. You guys do the same. We're going to be right back here next week. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining us, and have a good night. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.